Hello, welcome to the Gold Package. Today, I will be reviewing this Emperor Palpatine lightsaber after a few weeks of owning it to see my review and thoughts on it after having it for a little while. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's get right on into the review.
Hey guys, so like I said in the intro, I've had this for a few weeks now, and I figured I'd do a few weekend review to see what I think about it after owning it for a few weeks. Now, I still really like this saber, even after owning it for several weeks now. I think it's really well made. The shine on it, I'll pick it up here and show it. It's a really shiny, nicely built saber. The one problem with it is it does attract a lot of fingerprints, as I'm sure you could see on here, but it's a really nice piece. And yes, it is bigger than the one in the movies, but you gotta expect that from the Black Series. They gotta fit a lot of electronics in here, so it's to be expected. But I still find this really nice. But let's take a look at it, putting the blade in it and everything. So how you put the blade in is you take this saber, and this top right here is for display purposes because it's got a pretty thin neck here. So what you do is you unscrew this piece right here, comes off. You take your blade here, got it right here, and you find the proper place to put that in. And how it does that is there's two slots right here in the hilt, and then this blade has these two little spots here, one smaller than the other so that it can only go in one way. You find how it goes in, you push it in, and then what you do is you take your blade piece right here. So how you do that is you come up to the top here and you slide that all the way down to about there. And there, now we have put the blade in. And let's take a look at it with the lights on. Okay, I'm ready to ignite it now. And here it goes. It's really nice and bright. It's a nice red. I know it probably looks yellow on camera, but that's just how these lightsabers appear on camera. Now, one thing I like about this one is, yes, you can see the LEDs barely, but I can't really see them that well on this. It's like, it looks like a well-lit blade. It's really nice. And I'm gonna put it in the dark now so we can see how this blade looks in the dark. Okay guys, I got it nice and dark in here. Let's take a look. And as you can see, it's a lot brighter. And yeah, it has this flash effect, which is really nice and bright. I hope that's coming through on camera well. It's really cool. I think it's a nice effect. And it also has blaster deflect, which I find to be a really nice touch. It's a really nice feature to have. It's a fun feature, really. And there's also this effect here, the molten tip effect. And I like this effect because for multiple reasons. It looks like you're cutting through a wall is one reason. And another reason I like it is I like dragging it up against something like this. Nice little screeching effect. I think it's really cool. It's well built. And another effect is the force lightning effect. Now, I know a lot of people aren't really sure about it because, yeah, he never really puts his lightning into his blade, but it's still a really nice effect. And to be honest, I think it's to simulate it if you were to like use your hands and pretend like you're doing it, and then you just do it something like this. Which is really, it's a nice effect. I like it. It looks really good on camera, and it looks really good in person too. Now, Another thing I really like about this saber is the blade. It's a really smooth ignition and what's the word? Well, turning off effect. I'll show that right now. It's really nice, it's really cool. And yeah, it's really cool. Now, I will get into a review of the sounds. Okay, so now to review the sounds. Now, it's very standard Force FX lightsaber sounds. It's not like how it really is in the movie, the sounds it makes, but that's to be expected, really. They've been using this sound for almost every saber now, but it doesn't affect the fact that this is a really nice saber. Now, it is very quiet, and I think the reason for that being there's only these very few holes for the sound right there. So there's not many holes for the sound to escape the hilt. But, you know, it's still very nice. I think it's still really good sounds. It's not as loud as it could be, but it's still very good. Now, I will get into if it's worth it or not. So, do I think it's worth the money? Well, it really depends on the person. Like, I got this on sale at GameStop for $110, which to me was really worth it. But somebody who has to spend $250 for it, now that's a little bit of extra money, and it could be used on many other different collectibles. I think it's really nice. It's a really well done piece, but it really depends on the person if it's worth it or not. But it is a really nice piece. If you ended up liking this video, please subscribe. It's free, you can always change your mind if you want to. And please consider liking this video. Thank you, and bye.